Good morning. Thank you so much for coming out. I know it's very, very early and that the majority of our folks are probably going to sleep in and watch online later, which is great. But I thank you so much for coming. We're really excited about this school year. We're praying that it's just the best year that you and your child has ever had. So we're going to pray, and then we're going to let the teachers come up and get started. Father God, we just thank you so much for this opportunity to be in your house and to meet these precious boys and girls who are coming to first grade this year. I pray, God, that your anointing would be on these teachers and that you would give them peace and wisdom as they speak today. Lord, let us just display your love to these people who have come to Faith Academy, Lord. We thank you so much for blessing us with them. In your name we pray. Amen. All right, guys.
Good morning. I'm Terry Strickland. This is my 26th year at Faith Academy. I've kind of grown up here. And this is my 5th year teaching first grade. I love this grade level. It's a year of learning lots and lots of things. So we're going to go ahead and get started with some school routines and procedures that are going to be important for first grade and first grade parents this year. The first thing is our arrival procedures for first grade. All buildings will be locked until 7:20. If you need before school care, you can contact Life Church Child Development Center. At 7:20, the buildings will open and the teachers will be there to start morning duty. At this time, all of the teachers are going to be doing their own morning duty. Parents may walk children to the classroom door this year. We're asking you please not to enter the classroom though. Say goodbye and everything at the door and not congregate in the hallways afterwards. We're going to get the babies on in and get them started with their routines and things for the morning time. Absences and tardies. Absences in excess of 20 require a doctor's note. Students with more than 20 absences without doctor's notes will have to repeat the grade level. So if you're out for any reason and seen by a doctor, go ahead and get that doctor's excuse because you never know what might transpire, throughout the year. Instruction begins as the bell rings at 7:50. So please make sure you plan to be at school on time. Early dismissals. If your child needs to get out early for any reason, please go to the front office and be prepared to show a photo ID. Also on Monday at Meet the Teacher, you're going to be getting a student release form. Only those people that are listed on the form will be allowed to pick up your child. So keep that current, and anybody that could possibly you might need to pick them up, make sure you list it on there. And you'll get that on Monday. There's also no early dismissals after 2:30. Car line. This year, we're going to be doing a walk-up pickup and the car line. For walk-up during pickup time, we're asking you not to enter the buildings at dismissal time. Please use the designated crosswalks at the front and the back of the pickup lines so that you can safely come across. K3 through K5 students will be on the sidewalk beginning at 2:45, and then at 3:05, all other classes will be making their way out to the sidewalk. Please wait in the grass for the classes to be seated on the benches. That way, it's not like we'll keep the congestion to a minimum. Now, car line pickup. The car line will not begin until 3:05. Please hang your yellow sign in the window. You're going to get your yellow sign at Meet the Teacher on Monday. And it's very important that you have that hanging because the people they'll call us on walkie-talkie and we can get your child out to the car as quickly as possible. Do not use your cell phone, please, while you are in the car line. Distracted drivers are very dangerous and we're trying to keep it very, very safe out there. Any student not picked up at 3:35 will be walked to the daycare. Oh, wait. Yeah, that's there's the map of the school and the car line and where it starts. We will be outside on the benches, right out there on the sidewalks outside of our building at 3:05. Before and after school care, please put on your student release form if your child will attend after school care. You'll get that on Monday at Meet the Teacher. Regular after school children in first grade are taken to the daycare at 3:15. If there's a change in their routine, please make your teacher aware of that. So that we won't send them and you won't have to chase them over to the daycare. But just let us know of any changes if they do go to regular after-school care, because they'll go a little bit earlier than the second wave. And then at 3:35, any child not picked up will be taken to after-school care.
Thank you. Hi, I'm Mrs. Barlow. This is my 24th year at Faith Academy. I taught second grade for 19 years, and this is my 5th year in first grade. And it's a blessing to be a part of this ministry and getting to work with your children and to work with these amazing ladies. Okay, we're going to start with inside pickup. The reasons we might have inside pickups due to rain, or if it's extremely hot or extremely cold, things like that. And this is our procedure for that. K3 through 5th grade, students will remain in the classroom, and this year you get to come to the door, your child's classroom door, to pick them up. In the case of severe weather, the school will be open unless the weather makes it too dangerous to be so. If the weather is questionable on a morning, and closure will be announced on our school-wide website or social media or email or remind. In other words, we're going to let you know. It'll also be announced on local radio and TV stations. If the weather conditions become severe during the school day, you absolutely can come pick up your child at your discretion. Phone usage. During the school hours, school phones are for illness and emergencies only. So to encourage individual student responsibilities, students will not be allowed to call home for parents to bring forgotten homework or lunches or athletic uniforms, and in our case, Kona ice money, etc. So, mask. Mask and face coverings will be optional but are strongly encouraged for students in grades 1 through 12. Face shields and neck gaiters are allowed. Masks may not have any writing or slogans on the front. Please note, masks increase our opportunities to remain on campus, and that's our main purpose this year. Medication and health concerns. Medication can be dispensed by the classroom teacher, but you have to complete a medication form, and you'll get one of those on Meet the Teacher on Monday. If your child is not currently on medication, you can save it and fill it out later. This also includes cough drops and hand creams, that kind of thing too. Medications should be delivered in the proper prescription or over-the-counter bottle. A medication form will be provided. And if you need more than one copy, you can let your teacher know, or you can pick those up in the office. Please note on the student release form any physical limitations or health problems your child may have. Protocol for illness. Temperatures must be below 100. Do not send your child to school with the following symptoms: fever, flu-like symptoms, stomach issues. See our health policy for a complete list of symptoms. Children must be symptom-free for at least 24 hours. Additional time may be required depending on diagnosis. Also, if they have a cold and they're coughing every breath, we ask that you keep them at home. It helps them. Protocols for COVID cases. Please notify the school nurse at schoolnurse@faithacademy.us if your child or someone in your household tests positive for COVID-19. We will follow the guidelines given to us by the MCHD at that time regarding notification of exposed individuals, class closures, length of quarantine, and so forth. Is Yolda?
She does not want to say this word. All right, my name is Miss Hendry. I've been here for about 4 years. I taught first grade for 2 years at another school, so first grade is not completely new to me, thank goodness. But since I've been here at Faith, I've taught K4, virtual school, and then sixth grade. A little crazy. But this year I'm back in first grade, so just to jump right in, along the lines of the cleaning, every AC unit or HVAC unit is equipped with a bipolar ionization and filtration system. Each classroom will have hand sanitizing stations. Students will use sanitizer as they enter and exit the classrooms. Students will wash their hands at bathroom breaks, before lunch, after PE. Desks and high-touch surfaces will be sanitized quite often. Increased measures will also be used in the event of a COVID positive case. Chapel will be held every other Tuesday in this building. Water bottles and water fountains. Okay, so water fountains are not going to be used. Most of them have cups on them that say do not drink. We're trying to prevent them, because when kids drink out of water fountains, they slobber all over them, and we don't want to do that. So students may keep a water bottle in their cubby during the day. I think that it's probably best that they're semi-clear so that we can see what's in them, because we really want water. We don't want tea. We don't want, Coke. Please don't do Coke. We want water. It's just better for them. And so all water bottles must be labeled with their names, and then please make sure that you send a full bottle, because the bottles will not be refilled during the day. It would just take a lot for us to be able to constantly refill bottles all day long. All right, and so email and Plus Portals. Plus Portal is a wonderful tool that can be used to find out what's going on in our classes. And so your child's grades, I believe our newsletter, different things like that will be posted on there, as well as our spelling list and stuff. And so all of our emails are listed there. Strickland, Barlow, Hendry, Marsh, and Watkins. Social media. All right, so only Facebook pages created by one of us should contain the teacher's name, like Mrs. Marsh's first grade. We're not gonna, if we have a Facebook page, it will have our name in it and it will say first grade. To minimize confusion, please do not create Facebook groups on our behalf. And that has happened in the past, so please don't do that. All right, the uniform policy for the girls. Girls may wear the plaid V-neck jumper or the gray uniform pants or shorts with the FA logo shirt. Girls will wear black and white saddle Oxfords, the little Oxford shoes, with white socks. White leggings or tights may be worn when the weather is cool. The boys may wear gray uniform pants or shorts with the FA logo on the shirt. Solid black belts should be worn, as well as black Oxfords or loafers with black crew socks. Only white short-sleeved T-shirts should be worn under the uniform. So no blue or red or anything like that. The words, yes. All right, and then girls with the whole hair situation must have naturally occurring hair. I know lots of little girls like to have mermaid hair during the summer, but let's try to fix that before we come back to school. All right, and then boys, the hair must be above the eyebrows in the front, above the collar in the back, and above the ears on the sides when unsecured by hair products. And so the hair height also cannot exceed 2 inches from the scalp. So we're talking like no mohawks, none of the fun stuff we did during the summer. All right, so sideburns below mid-ear, mohawks, and shave lines are not permitted. Boys' hair must be naturally occurring color as well. All right, school supplies and personal belongings. Please label all belongings such as jackets, PE shoes, lunch bags, and backpacks. Please do not send supplies or other items to school with designs of Pokemon, Halloween, scary images, or Mardi Gras. All right. I took your slide, didn't I? Okay.
I'm Miss Marsh. I have been teaching here at Faith Academy for 5 years. I'm also a graduate of Faith Academy. I went here from 6th grade to 12th grade, and I came back and I came home, so I'm very excited to be here. So we're going to talk about our rules and procedures for discipline. On Monday at Meet the Teacher, there will be a discipline form in your child's folder for you to read over. Cut off the bottom. You get to keep the top as a reminder at home. And it just has our school-wide policy for our rules and discipline procedures, which is consistent throughout K-3 through 12th grade. It says if your child loses 2 to 3 smiles, every class is different. I have hot air balloons. She has stars. Depending on what your teacher uses, your child will know after the first couple weeks of school. They'll come home, I lost this many today, or I didn't lose any today. But if they lose 2 or 3 or more, you will get a discipline report home. If they happen to lose 4, you'll get a phone call. And they will be sent to the office. It says your child will receive a 25-point grade per week for conduct. This is something that is different. This is a letter grade. So depending on their grade weekly will depend if they have an A, a B, a C in conduct for the quarter. Lunches. We will be back in the cafeteria this year. We are very excited. To order lunch, you need to pre-order lunch on the My School account, which you should have gotten an email about or already have a login for. It must be turned in by 8 o'clock on that day. If not, then it will not go through and your child will not get whatever you want them to have. They'll have to have whatever the extra is provided by the school. We're eating in the cafeteria. Lunch visits at this time are going to be postponed until we learn routines, procedures, and we will let you know at a later date when parents can come back. First graders cannot order soft drinks or ice cream for lunch or snack time. It says, please do not send microwavable meals. They're not allowed to use the microwaves in first grade. Please practice opening packages and food and drink items with your child at home to help them not get frustrated at lunch or snack because they can't open what they have. First grade, this is snack time. First graders can order snack, but they cannot order soft drinks for snack time. It says, please keep in mind that snack time normally is about 10 to 15 minutes. So send something that they can eat, but within 10 to 15 minutes. It's not lunchtime, and so keep it simple. This is the My School account. It says elementary parents will be required to create a family account through myschoolaccount.com. You should receive information from the cafeteria staff with your email information and how to log in. If you haven't, please contact cafeteria@faithacademy.us. The only way that your child can order lunch is through the online system. Orders must be placed by 8 a.m. each day. Most parents, if you know that your child orders something every day of the week, they go ahead and they set it on Monday or even Sunday. They'll set it for the whole week. And that's one thing you don't have to worry about every morning when you're trying to get up, because I know it's crazy getting kids ready for school. Says we use the Abeka curriculum. We teach phonics and math with the Abeka curriculum. We will implement activities daily to build fluency in reading, writing skills, and reading comprehension. Social studies and science will be taught throughout the year. Tests will be given each week in phonics and spelling, which they go together. Phonics, spelling words are on the phonics test. Math tests and handwriting tests. Bible verses are given every other week to give them plenty of time to memorize their Bible verses. You will receive a progress report midweek every week once we start testing. And that will have any grade from the previous week that your child would have taken for you to look over and check, see what maybe they've missed, what they're struggling in, so you can tell maybe with some things you might want to do at home. But all of that is sent home, you'll sign it and send it all back to us, because we need to keep the test for ourselves for documentation. Don't keep the tests. Send them back. You laugh. It happens. Lost my place. Okay. Homework each week will consist of memory verse work, spelling words, which that won't start week 1. I think it's like week 3-ish that we start spelling words, and reading. Your child will have reading usually Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and you will get a reading bag. It will have a reading log in it. It will tell you exactly the page numbers you need to read with your child. You'll sign it. They'll bring it back to school for reading groups the next day. They will also have daily seat work that they will, sometimes some things will come home every day. Math comes home every day. But phonics and language come home every other day just because of how the lessons work. But it is not graded, but it is encouraged that you look over it with your child. We spot check it. We don't have time every single day to go over every little thing on the papers that they do. So look over at home, see what they're missing, to see how maybe you can help your child at home. A student in first grade must receive a passing grade in the core subjects in order to be promoted to the next grade. So our core subjects are reading, phonics, and spelling, and math. They must pass for the year. They must pass all 3 of those. Homework. Homework each week. I feel like I already said this. Anyway, yeah, go ahead. Help class. Oh, yeah, okay. Homework will be on, if maybe you've lost your weekly homework or newsletter. We all send home a weekly newsletter or homework sheet. If you lose it, it is on Plus Portal. We put it up there for that reason. That way you can still see what's happening and what their homework is. But every Monday you can expect a paper in their folder specifically from your child's teacher that has any news that's going to happen, the things that we're learning, we call them goals. Those things will be on there, and then their homework will also be listed there as well. Help classes. Your child's teacher will talk to you if your child needs help class. We'll let you know when we start those up. So it's an invite only. So if your child is struggling, your child's teacher will come to you and say, this is when help class is. I think your child would benefit coming to help class. Is this mine?
Okay, hey, I'm Miss Watkins. Actually, your child will call me Miss Cockrell because I'll be getting married in September. So I'll just introduce myself as Miss Cockrell. But I'm from Birmingham, actually, and used to work in the Hoover City school system. And I just moved to Mobile last month. So I'm very excited to be here at Faith. But, okay, so library. First graders will attend library twice a month. Miss Bowman will have a story time with the children and assist them in checking in books and checking out books. Library books will remain at school. So computer, first grade students will go to computer class once a week. For music, students in grades 1 through 4 will attend music class once a week also. Only one section will participate in music class at a time. So if you want private music lessons, stop by the Arts Building on Monday, August 9th, meet the teacher, and you can speak to Ms. Goins, Mr. Martin, Ms. Tripp, or Ms. Cleveland about music lessons. For PE, students will need PE shoes with non-marking soles. Girls can wear their kids' uniform shoes at PE, but we ask that they please wear shorts underneath their uniform jumper. Cell phones. We kind of already said this before, but first grade students are not allowed to bring cell phones or any electronic devices to school. Class fees. The yearly fee of $13 will help us purchase Scholastic classroom magazines, art supplies, and other classroom needs. So you can make those checks out to Faith Academy, and they just need to be in by August 20th. Tuition and school fees can be paid in the bookkeeping office. class needs. Each teacher will have a class wish list that will be posted in their room somewhere, and you'll see that on Monday as well at Meet the Teacher. So please, we ask that you sign up or volunteer for different opportunities such as room mom or room dad and other helpers. Forms and paperwork. So school forms that need to be completed and turned in on August 9th at Meet the Teacher are the student release form and the assertive discipline form, which you will get at Meet the Teacher. So please list several friends or family members as emergency contacts. Circle the parent's phone number that needs to be called first during the day. And that's it. Well, thank y'all so much. We're so glad to have everyone here and everyone watching on live stream. And we're really excited for this year and looking forward to Monday. I don't know if anyone has anything else to say. I guess that's it. Thank y'all so much.